It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's 5th in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Bills and the Bengals, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Greg Wild. First month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021. National champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Down the field, he's got Burton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Burrow now. Over the middle, that's Burton. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. To throw is Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Burrow. He's got it at the 3. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. But a solid pickup on that first down play. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out, and not only do you pick up the first down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
Here's 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Allen going to throw again. That's taken in. Comin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. On 3rd down, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Buffalo. Again, it's Allen to the air. And he'll take it on in. Comin. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
11, comin. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Burrow to throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Matt Milano there to stop him. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Burrow. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He runs with it.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches him looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Brown. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And now it's 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's taken in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Bengals on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Throwing again. It's Allen. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. It's 2nd down. One more time going up top with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Cook. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. White 80.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Play action now. It's Burrow. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. To throw is Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A carry here for Brown. Not much there. A yard or 2 down to the 48. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. Now Burrow on the bootleg. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. He is in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Yeah! They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Allen. A hit, and he has lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A first down throw for Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They go play action for Burrow. Coming across the field, there's Chase. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time. There's a lot of room to operate.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one taken in by Burton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They'll work now on second and 4. Back to throw, Burrow. There's that man again, another catch. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now it is first and goal. Burrow now. And he's going to be taken down right around the 9.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a two-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jermaine Burton, touchdown Cincinnati. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Now Allen on 1st down. That one incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Play action. It's Allen looking downfield for Coleman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Burrow here on 2nd down. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. They'll run here with Brown. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. 3rd and long. Now Brown. And he'll take this across the 30 to about the 32. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. This fielded inside the 35. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. Finds room inside the 40. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will cut into that lead. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
What are you doing to me, Buffalo? It's Big Al coming at you live from the halftime hot zone. And let me tell you something. It's 28-17, Bengals on top. Joe Burrow is throwing dots like he's at a dive bar on karaoke night. He's out here throwing lasers, dotting the sidelines, hitting windows tighter than Aunt Marie's Tupperware drawer. I mean, come on! But by no means is it all sunshine and cannolis over here for Cincy. Shamar Stewart went down in the second quarter. That's a big loss for the Cincy pass rush. And you know Allen ain't gonna sit back and sip hot cocoa all night. He's coming. Bottom line, this game's still wide open. Both of these teams need this dub like Uncle Tony needs a new parole officer. Buckle up, folks. We're in for a slobber knocker. Don't forget, check out the Verse merch store, Red, White, and Boom collection. Order now if you're locked in this summer. I'm Big Al, baby, and this is the Madden verse. We don't do half times quietly.
Thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Holding. Offense.
From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They bring Chase in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Now a second down throw for Burrow. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. Look at the big guy rumble. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Burrow. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bills have got it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, hit to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Motion man, sent right. Here's Cook. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he gets this up close to the 40. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Second down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete. The Bengals out and ready to punt. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Allen to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To throw is Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Moore going in motion. Allen will throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. That one on target to Moore. And he will go all the way. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
To throw again, it's Allen. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. His drive will start on the ground. And he's got a Bengals first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Gesicki, the man in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready?
To throw is Burrow. Over the middle, that's Burton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11 MP.
Burrow now.
11 MP.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Burrow fires quick to Higgins.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The relationship between pass coverage and the rush unit, that's what every defensive coordinator is striving for, and this is a great example why, Mike, they clog up all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go with the ball, and it allows that defensive front to get home.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen going to throw again. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
What is that?
In motion, Shakir. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback?
Zach Taylor not liking that last call all that much, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Throwing again, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Allen to the air. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. One more time going up top with Allen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's in! James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
This has to be a defensive breakdown, Mike. I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections, because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So now out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Down the field, he's got Burton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. That one taken in by Burton. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, Burrow. throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. On the handoff, this is Cook. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one on target to Moore. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
The back of the end zone. He's got it. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Pass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. A first down throw for Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Here we go.
Second down, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
His 11th grab of the game, and a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. It is 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. Here comes 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Allen going to give this to Davis. And a short pickup past the 25. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And penalty flags come in as it winds up Incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So it's a win here for the Bills. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.